Here are a couple of handy questions to ask yourself if you're ever trying to work out what you want to say, maybe in what might feel like a difficult conversation, whether at work, in a relationship, dating scenario, or otherwise. So one thing you can do is you can imagine that you're on a stage and there's a big audience out there watching you play your role on stage. If that audience could shout at you what they wanted you to do or say, what do you think they'd be shouting? So that's one question you can ask yourself. It helps take you out of yourself and sort of get a bird's eye view of what's really going on and what the kind of obvious truth is that you might be missing or finding hard to connect to. The other thing you can do is, if you ever feel a bit sort of out of sorts about a situation and you can't quite get clarity on how you really feel, is you can imagine your life as a kind of movie or a story. Ask yourself, if this was like a movie that I was designing and it just was going in the best possible way towards the best possible dream outcome, what would I be seeing? How would the storyline be looking? If I was writing that storyline, what would I be writing? And then compare that to the actual storyline at present and notice any disparity. That will help connect you to, in a way, like your truest self, what you really desire, what feels really great, and get you out of sort of more kind of fear-based, low vibe, possibly limiting beliefs that can keep us stuck and a bit disabled and disconnected from ourselves. And it helps you sort of, step back and out of your own sort of body and the ruminations of the thinking mind into a more kind of 3D macro perspective. The other thing you can do, which is a similar exercise, is ask yourself, what would I say to a best friend or even a 7-year-old? It seems very obvious when you turn it around and change perspective. So try those 3 questions if you're struggling to get clarity on maybe firstly how you feel and secondly what you actually want to say, because you have to work out how you feel first before you can work out how to communicate that effectively. See which works for you and maybe have a go at sampling 1 or 2 of them.